What's up, guys? So welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I last posted, but I am back. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the time that I almost got kidnapped. So let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so I'm going to be eating maruchan because I haven't eaten all day. Just kidding, I have. But I've been eating a lot today. Everything is there, so I'm just like grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. Alright guys, so this happened a long time ago. I have a picture of that day on my Facebook account, and I remember exactly like everything. I remember I was wearing like a pink skirt and like this white top. He just jumped on my lap. And this happened in Tijuana. I think I was like 14, 15 at the time. Or I was 16, I think. I think I was 6. No, actually. Yeah, I was like 16, 17. No, I couldn't have been that old. I was like 16, I think. Oh my gosh. Bro, what? We were at my grandma's house in Tijuana, and that day my grandma wanted to take us to the park. Y creo que era el Parque Morelos. I don't remember what the name of the park was called, but I'm sure you guys, if you guys have been to TJ, it's like one of like the most popular parks there. And it has like, well, it used to have like a mini zoo, and then it had like a lake type of thing, and then it had like a little area where you could paint like alcancías and stuff like that. This park had everything. So we would usually take the calafia, and it was my grandma, 2 of my cousins, and me. But this time we took a taxi and we took it all the way to the park, and we would never do that.
And we get there and the park is closed, and we're like, what? Like, why is the park closed?
And I honestly don't remember why the park was closed. It was just like a random day for the park to be closed. I don't remember if it was like a holiday or something that the freaking park was closed. So my grandma, I think we hopped on the calafia, and then we took a taxi to the centro, and so we went to the parque that's at the centro. It was just like a regular park, but it was big. In the middle they had like a kiosco, I think it's called, where like people would perform and stuff, but that was like rare, you know. And then at every corner they had like taco stands, and like I remember there was this one taco place, and it was tacos de birria, and oh my gosh, shout out to my tia Sandra for taking me to eat tacos de birria. And so I just remember that place was at that park. So we were there for a little bit, and we were sitting down on a towel or blanket, I don't remember. And I remember like across from us was like some guy just sitting there and staring at us. And I noticed it. I don't think my grandma or my cousins noticed it. I was the only one that was always kind of like aware of my surroundings.
And then I used to walk home a lot from school, so I was just kind of always like watching out, making sure that like nobody was like behind me trying to kidnap me.
So that day at the park, nobody noticed it except me. And I told my grandma,
I was like, mire, abuelita, nos está mirando un señor allá.
yeah, she's like, just don't look at him, or just keep your distance. And then I was like, I really want those tacos. So I told my grandma, I was
like, abuelita, podemos ir a comprar tacos.
and she was all like, where? And I was like, oh, it's on the other corner. And she's all like, it's too far. I was like, what if I take my cousin? And she's all like, okay, pero se van con cuidado. So we get up, and I turn around to see the guy. He was still staring at us. And so started walking. I don't know, I just kind of felt it, and I turned around, and the guy was like literally right behind us. So we just kept walking, and I just noticed that he wouldn't leave. And I was like,
why doesn't he leave? Why, like, is he following us, you know?
And I just kind of like kept it to myself for a little bit. And then I was like, you know what, like, I'm scared. So I told my cousin, I was
like, hey, there's a guy following us.
She turned around and she's like, no, they're not. And I'm telling you guys, like, I wasn't crazy, I wasn't being delusional. Like, the guy was following us. And she turns around, she's like, no, he's not following us, just ignore him and keep walking. So we're walking, and I noticed the guy is like right behind us, right? And I told her, I was like, hey, he's following us. She's like, no, he's not. And I was like, yes, watch. And I was like,
let's go this way.
And this way was a path. Nobody was walking through that path.
And I was like, if he walks through this path, he's following us. I was like, because nobody is walking over here.
She went along with it, and we're so dumb because like, why would you walk through a path where there's no people? So like, if anything were to happen to you, nobody could save you. Nobody could come and save you on time, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are too far away from everybody. Anyways, don't ever do that. So we go this way, she goes along with it, and she's all like, And I was like, you see, he's following us. He came down that way, and he was right there. And I was like, dude, like, I got scared. It kind of like clicked in my head that we were alone and we had to get out of there, you know? And so I was like, speed up, like start walking faster. And I kept trying to like prove to her that he was following us.
And I was like, speed up. If he speeds up, he's following us.
And so we speed up, and this guy starts speed walking, and I freak out. Like, I'm telling you, I freaked the fuck out, and I was like, let's run. She's like, no. I was like, run. And so I grabbed her, and we like ran. We ran to the nearest taco stand, and we told the lady, like, we were so out of breath. I got my cousin scared, you know, because I told her to run, and she was like, why are you running? Like, I scared her because she wasn't like, she didn't realize that the guy was following us. And then when he finally started running after us, she was like, oh shit, you know? But anyways, we get to the taco stand. So like, we were coming down, and then we turned that way to go to the taco stand. But the guy stayed back because he saw that we got to the taco stand. And then we told the lady, we're like, hey, like, this guy is following us, like, blah, blah, blah. And this guy, he stayed back, he stopped running, but he started walking. And he was walking on the sidewalk towards us. And in front of the taco stand, there was a tree. And he was standing by that tree just staring at us.
And so we told her, like, hey, that's the guy.
And she told, like, the other guy that was there with her. And the other guy went and called the police. Have you guys ever tried maruchan with tajin? We don't have Valentina. We've been putting tajin on everything that we would put Valentina on. You know what? It tastes bomb. So where was I? So the guy... Sorry, I had to check if I had hairs.
Because then some of you are going to be like, ew, she has like hair in her armpits, like blah, 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 like that's so not normal.
But anyways, let's continue on. So the guy goes and calls the police. Luckily for us, there was already police cars and trucks around the park, so they didn't take long to get there. It literally took like less than 5 minutes for the cops to get there. We were standing at the taco stand, and the guy was just like staring at us, but I was scared. And the police comes, and then the lady was all like, it's him, and he was still there. Like, what kind of, like, it's weird. And so this is the creepiest part. The police gets him. They have him esposado. I don't know if the police asked him like what he was doing, and he's all like, me las quería echar. Like, he like descaradamente told the police that he wanted to like pretty much take us. Like, it was so gross. I got so grossed out, and I'm sure my cousin did as well. And so they handcuffed him and they took him. And I don't know if they threw him in the back of the truck, because they had like some people in like, they had like these cop trucks type of things, and they would put like people that they have handcuffed in the back. Like, they were all just sitting in the back. To me, it was just kind of like they could all just easily jump out, but whatever. Yeah, they took them.
We didn't even get tacos. I was so freaking sad that we didn't even get freaking meat at tacos. Like,
and so we went back and we told my grandma what happened, and she was all like, she was just kind of like, I don't know if she still didn't believe us. She was just kind of like, she didn't really say anything. And she's all like, oh, like, and I was just kind of like, damn, like, and my cousin didn't say anything either. And then everybody just kind of went back to normal. Like, to me, it just felt like a big deal, but then to everybody else, it was just kind of like, and it wasn't because they didn't care, but I don't know, they were probably glad that nothing happened to us, and they just didn't want to scare us. And after that, my grandma asked us if we wanted to go home, and we told her yes. So we packed our things and took a taxi home. We got home, and I'm telling you, my grandma used to live on the mountains, and she had like this really long window que daba hacia the little hill that you would walk down, right? And I remember looking out, like being so scared that the guy followed us all the way here, you know? Like, that whole week I was just so traumatized. Like, I was just like, I don't want him to come. Like, I'm like scared. And at the time, like, I didn't know like what these people did. I just kind of felt like, from the stories that I had heard, it was just kind of like they kidnap you, they put you in a room, and they call like your family members asking them for money, and like, you know, and like that was scary to me. And now as an adult, it's like all these things that they do with the people that they kidnap, the kids that they kidnap, the people that get trafficked into the USA, or just like, you know, in general, like, it's scary. And like I wouldn't want to wish that upon anybody, and it's just scary that it happens every single day. And you know, it happens here in the US, it happens in Mexico, it happens everywhere. It happened to my cousin, to my uncle a long time ago, because he used to be a taxi driver in Tijuana, and he got kidnapped once. It's just so scary to me. Like I'm always like, whenever I get home, I'm always like searching my surroundings, because it's like you never know like who's hiding behind a car, or like who's hiding next to your car ready to like take you. Like, I've been kind of wanting a taser, but then also like, or pepper spray, I don't know, just something that can protect me, because like your girl does not know how to fight. Like, you know what my dad taught me? To poke them in the eye, straight in the eye, and then kick them in the sack, if anybody ever tried to do anything to me. Or the other one was to like pop their ears, just kind of go like into their ears. That's what he taught me a long time ago when I was in middle school. Or another one, you guys see random things on your cars, like an hilo tied to like the mirror, or like a piece of paper that just isn't like a flyer, or just like random writing on your cars. You get distracted trying to take those items off of your car, like the hilo or like the string, whatever, and they come behind you and snatch you up. There was another one where the kidnappers were writing like what was it? It was like 1B for like one baby, or 1G for one girl. I don't remember, but they would basically write it on the back of their car. That way it lets the other people know like how many kids, how many adults are in the car. So you guys have to like be careful with small things like that, especially when you guys are alone. You know, just make sure you guys scan everything, because people could be hiding. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. This is my first story. I have another one. The other one's a little bit shorter, but it's still kind of like, to me it was funny back then. Now that I think about it, I'm just kind of like, dang, I could have almost gotten kidnapped again. And this happened here in the United States. So if you guys want another video, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys don't let me know, I'll probably put it out anyways. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.